What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be playing some black and white OU. I was practicing with this team because I really wanted to use it in a tournament. It's pretty fire. It's got sub calm mind Keldo, and it also has scarf Garchomp. So it's pretty fire in OU, and I picked up a lot of wins with it. So let's see how it goes. We'll be playing around 6 to 7 games, something like that, and we'll tally up how many wins and losses and see how good this team is. Alright, hopping into the first game. First game, I immediately noticed, okay, my opponent is a Sun team. Garchomp should just smack his entire team. And I immediately leave the Garchomp because I want to just completely get rid of Ninetales. And I managed to pick up 3 KOs, which I thought was pretty good. And my opponent was just not in a great position, so he immediately forfeited. Game 2 I led with Keldo, predicting a Tyranitar lead for my opponent, but I was wrong and he led with Jolteon, so I doubled to Weavile on the Hidden Eyes, predicting that my opponent expected a Garchomp. On his Tyranitar that came in, I went into Keldo, tanking the Earthquake pretty nicely. Knowing that Tyranitar could not afford to take a sword from my Keldo, I took my chances with Calm Mind. He goes into Gastrodon, which I knew for sure would go to Toxic, so I substitute, and at this point in the game, Gastrodon is unable to break a sub on Keldo, so all I have to do is Calm Mind a bit and sweep his team. He then forfeits, knowing that the situation is completely hopeless and I have taken the game. Game 2, I win. Our score is now 2-0. Game 3, starting out really confident, I led in with Gengar to deal with Breloom as a lead, but I immediately switched to Scarf Chomp to KO it, but I took a big hit with Bug Buzz in the process. My opponent then switches to Starmie, which I was able to two-shot it with Garchomp's Stone Edge. I wanted some spikes for this team because this team looks really scary, so I sacrificed Ferrothorn for 2 layers. I threatened his Chomp out with my Scarf, and he went into Scizor. Then I went into Gengar, which was a huge mistake, and in the process I killed my Gengar. Now I was in a difficult position, as none of my Pokemon could live this Scizor's hit. So I went to Scarf Chomp to try to weaken it with Rough Skin, then going into Keldo. Predicting that my opponent would switch out, I went for a sub. He went into his Garchomp and I easily 2-hit KO'd it with Scald. Then he went into the big scary Dragonite. I subbed, he danced, I calm-minded, he used his extreme speed. I don't know how Keldo could take a hit. So, Dragonite. So I went for the Scald in hopes Keldo would KO it, and it did not even close. So, the situation is completely vulnerable now. I don't have any Pokemon that can break Dragonite, so I forfeited, taking my first loss. Looking into Game 4 with my opponent only having 5 Pokemon made me a little more confident after my previous loss. I saw a great lead for Weavile as it destroys Gliscor and Tangrowth. He leads with Gliscor, a great start to the game. I was able to hit him once before he doubled into Arcanine, which I went into Garchomp for, which took the hit very well. I went for Earthquake, but my opponent made a great move and went to his Flying type Gliscor. I went into Ferrothorn, which absolutely walls Gliscor, and my Ferrothorn could get up lots of spikes, and my opponent, not having a remover, surrendered. Game 4, win. A very quick win. Next game. So far this team is going pretty good for black and white. I led with Weavile, and his Scarf Chandelier missed Fire Blast, which is really unfortunate for my opponent, and my Weavile was able to return kill it. We did some moving around. I tried to set up spikes, but Alakazam hit a Focus Blast, which really hurt my Ferrothorn. I go into Garchomp on the Charge Beam and wanted to dish out some good damage, so I went for Outrage because it destroys his entire team. My opponent, noticing that I had this big scary Garchomp, immediately disconnected. Final game, true test of strength against a rain team. We start off with Starmie, which hasn't seen a lot of action in these games so far, so I wanted it to get some damage in. We're going to go for Surf here, just get neutral damage on everything. Politoed goes for Toxic. We're going to switch out because we have Natural Cure on our Starmie into Keldeo. Keldeo is going to sub up, and Politoed will not be able to break our sub, even in the rain. So we're able to Calm Mind up here, and we can slowly but surely harass his entire team with Keldeo. Most likely sweep his entire team because Dragonite is not going to do enough damage. Dragonite does not get dual Wing Beat in this generation, which is great. It only gets extreme speed. So Tentacruel's here. I'm going to Calm Mind again. Scald is going to 2-hit KO this Pokemon if it wasn't in the rain. So Black Sludge and Rain Dish will allow this Pokemon to survive 3 hits. He breaks my sub, but it's completely useless. I've won the game. This is a sweep. I hope you guys has enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making this video. It's really fun and really competitive. I'll see you all guys in the next one. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. See y'all later. Have a great day.